Yo, I am back. We are back. Shout out to Tom CD for a great segment. Just wrapped up with him. We're doing a double dip, which is pretty usual around here. We got Hetzer in here. Shout out Big Keith. Keith the big shooter, I should say. He shoots big ones. My guy, Connor, in here. What's up? Connor did not fall asleep in the 10-minute gap, so glad to have Connor. Rob, are you going to do anything when you reach 3,000 subs? You know what? We are right there right now. We had somehow 0 subs from that last 2 hours and 10-minute segment with Tom. Tom dropping some TD bomb knowledge there. 0 subs from that. You know, I get a lot more subs than people watching Best Ball Dress. People love this shit. I love doing it. But Monday is the 5-year anniversary of the show. So we're 15 subs away. I feel like we'll get that on Monday. So it'll be a double celebration. That would be very poetic, right? If the 5-year anniversary of the show, we hit 3,000 subs. It took us an entire year to get 100 because it was mostly just family and friends and, you know, people I know and a couple people random here and there, but it was just, it's slowly building. That would be awesome. That's what I'm hoping for. I'll take it before then, but 3,000 subs on the 5-year anniversary. Mike Storey's coming on. You'll probably see Big Ray finishing out the show. It'll be a great show, a celebration of life, celebration of you guys, celebration of the channel, and just all things good, all positivity. Also, let's give everyone a minute to hop in here. We're going to do a fast puppy, but I see a lot of other channels have music going on, like in the background while we're drafting, which is nice when it's just me doing it myself. There is sometimes some dead air, rarely, because I talk a lot, but I figured why not? And I was thinking, I see, you know, I don't want to get not demonetized, but copyrighted with some of the music. So I was looking at what I have on this app here, and I have something like this. Which just, you know, it's okay. It's chill. It's mellow. But you know what? I'm an original dude, and this whole show is original. As you know, I'm a drummer, musician, played for 10 years, and I have fucking thousands of hours of jams. Not the best production quality, just recorded on my phone in the middle of the room. I have so much shit. Well, I'm going to put some fucking jams on a loop. We have a lot of like 15 to 20-minute jam sessions, and I'm going to fucking toss that on while we're drafting. Keep it original, boys. Let's keep it original. Let's have fun. Is the volume fine for that music too? Guys, let me know. I don't want it to be too loud. Kind of just background music, right? Background music. So yeah, a lot of different stuff. Some funk, some heavier shit. But can hardly hear it. Okay. Well, let's raise it up a little bit. Maybe that's better. You tell me what the good volume is for the music, because I don't want the music to be everything. So if that's perfect, give me a thumbs up. If not, Connor, are you ready to draft? Keith, McAuliffe, Hetzer, whoever wants to draft, let me know. You let me know who wants to draft, and we'll time this up together. Sweet. All right, we're all ready. I'm going to time this down from 10. We're going to join together, so I'm going to count it down. Fast puppy, guys. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fast puppy, join it up, boys. Well, that was fast. All right, 6th pick. We have McAuliffe, that's you, right? You're Frito. We have Max in here, Connor in here. I'm next to Keith. And fucking Derek. Hatcher's in here. All right. Got a lot of people. All right, let's do it. One more time. The volume of the music's good, right? It's not overbearing. Is that what we want? Figure it was worth a shot. Again, we keep it original up in here, man, with some fresh jams that no one's ever heard, because outside of my band members and buddies I jam with, no one's ever heard them. So, yeah, man. I'm an amateur. I've never taken a lesson in my life. I didn't even start playing drums until I was 25 years old. Never played an instrument in my life. Got in a car accident, busted my knee up. Couldn't do the things I want to do in terms of, you know, I was a big basketball. I love basketball. I was a big baseball guy. I played softball. Couldn't do any of those things anymore because of my knee. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go on a little ledge here and try to Try to play something new and do something new, and all my buddies are just badass musicians, dude. And I've been watching them jam forever, and I was always so jealous of them. I was like, dude, I could never do that. Like, come on, I'm not a musician, and drums is a perfect instrument because you don't need to know how to read music. So the rest is history, man. Got fucking thousands of hours of this shit. Actually kicking back up here too, because forever it was always at my house. I had a badass spot in my basement, decked out with so many black lights and posters. Always at my house, having people over for 6 hours. You know, my wife, that like coincided with me meeting my wife, and like she's a fucking sweetheart. We'd just be blaring until 4 a.m, and she had to work the next day. Never left me. Now my buddy's got a studio set up. Awesome stuff there. It's like fucking, dude, like 20 grand in the studio. So I don't have to do it at my house anymore. Took a year off too. I took a year. My break coincided with the streams. I just got a little burned out jamming 3 times a week, but now I'm back, baby. Figure why not put it to use? All these awesome jams. So let's see. What do we have here? Bijan at 3. Pook at 4. Pretty standard stuff there. Justin Jefferson to beast at 7. Mixing it up. Little Kyler Murray team. I think I have a lot of CMC in the puppy in particular. I don't have a lot of CMC because I've been taking JT over him. But I've been taking CMC more. And in these big tournaments, I do like the idea of being able to pair CMC, you know, with Brock Purdy. Where like JT is not as appealing to pair anyone with Daniel Jones, but not the pass catcher CMC is. So Max got Bijan. He's been waiting on that one for a while. Let's see if we can get one of these running backs to fall back. Probably not. Doesn't appear to be happening. So we're gonna take. Let's take AJ Brown. Yeah, I knew he was taking Henry. We'll take AJ Brown. I really wanted Henry there, though. Really wanted Henry. I love the CMC Henry start. All right. Man, Friday night, feeling pretty good. Connor's got that week 11 bye issue we see all the time with Puka in London, but can't pass up the best player on the board there. Brock Bowers still available. No, never mind. I missed that one. Brock Bowers is taken after me. There goes Jeremiah Love. It's usually what my start is, and I realize I have a lot of Gibbs and Jeremiah Love teams in the puppy in particular, which I want to mix it up a little bit. That's going to be a very, very common build. Look at this. Neighbors off the board at pick 25. Last night we saw Neighbors, both drafts we did, go at the 401. So we saw him go 37th overall. This is the highest we've seen Neighbors go. So, man, we had a sweet spot of drafting Neighbors. Unfortunately, it was a risky, wild situation to take him there. Let's get the boys back together. Devonta and AJ Brown. Let's do that. Yeah, the neighbor, dude. If Neighbors are going to start going here, like, I'm not comfortable with that. People hear he's not going to go on the pup. There's no guarantee he's not going on the pup. It is nice news. For me, it's not worth. Essentially, he was going middle of the 4th round. It is not worth a 1.5 round bump for a guy we still don't know. I understand it seems like safer to take him now. I'm not going to be doing that. I will take him at the end of the 3rd. I feel like I'm comfortable with. I've always been a little behind on Neighbors where people have been drafting him. I still have a decent amount of Neighbors, like 4%. But that's with like kind of fading him just with the uncertainty. Wow, Hetzer got St. Brown at 9. I just saw that. That's pretty tasty, dude. That is pretty tasty. We have a guy at the turn here going 4 straight running backs. So, and that's a reach on ETN. ETN's been going middle 4th recently. This might be a situation where we see, not saying the draft gets thrown out, but he is tanking his team. If he takes a 5th running back here for the next 4 picks, he's screwed. All right, 2 options. I hate drafting next to Keith. Keith is a savvy veteran. Scatterbo. Let's take Scary Terry. Jalen Waddle's ADP has really risen, guys. He is now going wide receiver 21. Before, I feel like his ADP was 46 to 47. You could get him kind of at that 4-5 turn. Right now, I'm looking at 41.8 for Jalen Waddle. Seems a little aggressive. I love Waddle. I just feel like that's I don't understand why his price has risen. I understand why Terry McLaurin has gone from wide receiver 24 to 22 because Terry McLaurin was always very undervalued. And maybe that's the thing with Waddle. He probably was undervalued. But who do you guys want in the chat? You answer this. Jalen Waddle or Terry McLaurin? Half PPR. Who do you want? McLaurin or Waddle? We'll see. We'll see who wins this poll. I'm doing a verbal poll here. Waddle or McLaurin? I know my answer. I mean, obviously, I just gave you my answer with taking Terry McLaurin, but Sean has Terry, yeah. Now, you could make it in full PPR with Jalen Waddle's PPR history with a 100 reception season. I can maybe get on board with Waddle, but it's the injury risk. Like, Waddle is an injury risk, and I know McLaurin was hurt last year. He also was holding in and didn't have a full training camp. That happens all the time with these guys. Terry McLaurin's been a fucking warrior, never missing games. All right, this team is shaping up here, dude. We got good options at quarterback. We have options for literally all 3 quarterbacks I could get here in these next 2 rounds with Hurts, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May. Oh, shit. I want to take Hendy. We're going to take the fall here in Colson Loveland. 8 picks of value there with Loveland. Usually he goes at that 4-5 turn, so we are pretty happy with that fall. Take that. Jason says McLaurin. Key says my ranks don't have Amon-Ra, and I missed he was there, so I went Jefferson. It's fine. Mix it up, man. Gotta mix it up sometimes. Keith can save any team. Keith's a fucking wizard, dude. Jason says McLaurin. We have everyone says McLaurin. Yeah, McLaurin. We shouldn't have been drafting McLaurin. So I drafted McLaurin towards the end of the draft season when he faded back to like the mid 5th. But early parts of draft, I'm not talking about underdog draft season. I'm talking redraft draft season. McLaurin dropped around with the news of the holdout, and then when he actually signed, there was that sweet spot of a week where his ADP didn't really adjust, and that's where I was taking him. I probably had like 4 shares of McLaurin in 36 leagues last year, and I've always loved Terry McLaurin. So, yeah, anyone that drafted him, he's screwed. It wasn't his fault though. He would have busted anyway because of Jaden Daniels' injury. But advanced metrics wise, Terry McLaurin was actually his best season. He was playing, injured half the year. That was his best season. It was way less volume than he usually had. But facts are facts, man. That was his best season. So we're going to take Jaden Daniels. Yeah, we have a lot of options. We could have taken Caleb too. Drake May went before me. We're good here. So we got a nice little start. We only have 1 running back, but it's CMC. So not exactly the running back you want when you're doing an anchor running back or a hero running back strategy with the health stuff. But this is a puppy. We're gonna go aggressive here. We've done about 35 of these on my account. So, I got to try to do some unique builds. And I think I've been doing almost 2 unique builds the last 3 or 4 nights. I had a lot of Malik Willis builds, which, sound good, but it feels a little gross at the same time. This was the round of the quarterback. We had 5 quarterbacks go off the board. They are all gone. Dak is the best quarterback available, which is totally cool with me. I'm not touching quarterback for a while. Let's see. We don't need a tight end. We need a running back, but I just don't like this range here. I'm going to start fading Chuba a little bit. For one, I have a lot of, not a lot. I'm like 17% on Chuba, which isn't feeling great with the Jonathan Brooks news, but I'm not overreacting to it. I'm just going to try to lower my exposure a little bit. And if he falls, then awesome. So our running back is McCaffrey. Who's going to be there the next round? We have pick 91, huh? Let's take... Man, I'm going to keep on pounding this wide receiver position, I think. And let's take DK Metcalf. A lot of DK, but I can't stop drafting DK. Yeah, we'll take DK. My phone I got to exit out of this app. It is just super delayed. All right, get back in this draft. So we are going late running back strategy. We have our tight end, though. We have a lead quarterback and a lead tight end. So we're going to pound running back here in these next couple rounds, unless a wide receiver value really falls. Hetzer has Lamar and Flowers. Let's check out his squad here. Hetzer is picking at the 9 hole. Flowers, pretty nice value on Flowers. Didn't really have to reach for Lamar. Pretty nice value on Lamar. Marv, Garrett Wilson, Kenneth Walker, St. Brown. Very good team from Hetzer. Great start. Let's see if you can land the plane, Hetzer. Yeah, I wish I would have gone Hendy maybe over Colson Loveland, but I'm not a big. If it was Judkins on the board, I would have taken Judkins over Loveland. I'm a big Judkins guy. I just felt like the value on Loveland was too good, and it's going to allow me to make this a six running back team, potentially 7 running back team, depending on if I go wide receiver here the next 2 picks. Trevor Lawrence still available after ADP. Man, the running backs are gone, dude. They are gone. Shit. So, wide receivers are getting super thin. So we got 4 receivers. We'll see who's there. There goes Monungai. Take my boy Blake Corum. Still doing the same thing. This stupid app, man. Let me put my Wi-Fi on. That might help. I know a lot of you guys are kind of newer. Did everyone approve of Tom on the show? Super. He's 30. I call him a young kid, but he's 30. But dude's a fantasy guru, man. Well, definitely a dude I'm scared. I don't want in my leagues. You know what I mean? He's in the Dynasty League startup with us. Him and Nico are sharing a team. But knows ball, man. Knows ball. We need to make up this running back room. Brock Purdy would be pretty fucking tasty here. If he fell. Purdy. I don't have this on. Let's see. There goes Jonathan Brooks. Sean says, I've been seeing so many people say that Brooks is going to get drafted next year where A-Chain is going this year. Yeah, no. I mean, just based on the offense he plays on, and Devin A-Chain is an elite pass catcher and probably the most juice of almost any running back besides Gibbs in the NFL. Jonathan Brooks is a fine player. Very, very fine player, but not getting there, bro. Not going to go there. He could be a 3rd round pick, right? He could be in the Breece Hall range. If it happens this year. And if it happens this year and Bryce Young takes a step forward, now we have another conversation to have. Do we take Gainwell? Or Pearsall? I'll take Ricky P. I probably should have taken Gainwell there, but I want to go with the high upside RB2s in terms of RB2s in their team later. And really dive into the fact that McCaffrey stays healthy, this team will be okay. I want some more Niners exposure as well. We don't have Brock Purdy, but it's fine. Shootout still would help us late in the season. I like their fantasy playoff schedule. And, yeah. Receiver, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, and Ricky Pearsall. We have Christian McCaffrey and Blake Corum. We're rocking Loveland and Jaden Daniels as the onesies. So we are going with a two quarterback, 2 tight end build most likely. That's going to give me a lot of options at running back. This might be a 7 running back team. Yeah, 2772 is probably the play here. And I can still hammer some receivers here next. I mean, here's the thing. If Jonathan Brooks, going back to Jonathan Brooks, he was getting steamed up without any reports. Like the fact that people were like, well, there's no reports, it means he doesn't have a setback, it means he's healthy. Yes, I hope he's healthy. He's set out in 2 years, essentially. But if we start getting these glaze reports, right, where just like Jonathan Brooks is just looking explosive, Jonathan Brooks is getting first-team reps, because we just got the first-team reps thing, Jonathan Brooks is going to be drafted ahead of Chuba Hubbard. And at that point, like, Chuba becomes even more of a value, because if they're splitting the backfield early on, like, give me the cheaper guy. All right. I like the options here for sure. Two good. Matt Stafford's still available. That would be. I have Blake Corum. Jordan Mason just got taken. Let's go with unstacked Matt. No, you know what? I'm gonna go with the guy I love, Casey Concepcion. God, I want to take Matt Stafford, but I am pretty much in on Jaden Daniels with this team. If he fails, I don't need a good second quarterback. If he fails, my team's fucked anyway. So let's not do that. It was an 11 pick fall for Matt Stafford. Who knows? Maybe he falls back. Doubtful. There goes Tyler Shuck. Wow. Okay. Well, let's cue him up. Doubt he falls back. Oh, and there he goes. We will do draft grades after this draft, guys. So stay tuned for that. All you guys in this draft with me. Guys that aren't, you can grade the teams, talk about the teams with us. Ew, Aaron Jones. I got to start addressing this position. We're going to go Chris Rodriguez. I got to address this position. I wanted to take Jalen Coker and be done at wide receiver, but the running back room, I can't keep on getting too hot, top heavy with these positions. Blake Corum, Chris Rodriguez, and CMC is okay. It at least gives me a nice option there at RB3. They might score 6 or 7 touchdowns. That's all we need. And now we're more flexible with the next pick. It could be any position now. I can go tight end to get my tight end 2. If someone falls like Isaiah Likely, I could take, let's see. We need Chickaconko on this team is what we need. And 140, he's going to be right at that range. What am I at here? I'm at 139, so I think that's the play. If he falls, Chickaconko. McAuliffe says only 2 receivers. Dude, this guy starts out with 3 running backs. Takes Adunze and Brian Thomas. That's pretty fair. Herbert, Kraft, Fannin, Pitts, and Tracy, and now Malik Willis. So now he's just screwing us at quarterback. Oh, he needed that, but he needs a wide receiver. He has as many quarterbacks as wide receivers. He has more tight ends than wide receiver. Wild stuff, man. What is this guy doing? Silly. Silly. What's the board like left of me at tight end? 2-1-1-1-0. Okay, there's no way Chickaconko falls back. Gonna have to take him. Man, this might have to be a 3 quarterback team, because if I don't get any of the guys I'm comfortable with my 2, there goes Pacheco to Hetzer, and that was a guy on my radar. There's just no way I'm getting Chickaconko falling back. Running back is pretty light next to me. Everyone has 3 or 4. It's actually okay. So let's take a Conquo. Got a double stack with Jaden Daniels. And now we don't have to worry about any more stacking. That is more than enough from my pillar quarterback. And it's the right guys. It's Conquo and it's Terry McLaurin. Yeah, we'll probably do another draft, Anthony. We're going to do draft grades after this. That takes a little bit of time, but you're welcome to hang out and judge our teams. Stand in judgment of our teams after this. Letter grades A through F when the draft's over. And we'll try to decide what team we like the most. Yeah, Sean, the guy at 12, this is just a joke. I mean, he actually made the smart move of not taking a running back for a while. Tyron Tracy's a wasted pick. Like, Fannin and Kraft, they have the same buy. These guys all have the same buy, too. Did you notice this? Kraft, Fannin, and Pitts all have the same buy. So even with this 3 tight end room that has way too much stock in it, He's going to get a 0 in week 11. The thing is, he won't get a 0 because he'll probably take a 4th one. But this is, the kid is back on the escalator again. I can't say it enough. He's back on the escalator again.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
Do I ever take 3 quarterbacks with Jaden Daniels? I might in this situation. If I have to take, Geno Smith, then I'm right there, right? And it depends on the rest of the team, but I typically don't. Any of those guys, up to Hurts, and maybe even Dak. Dak, I put the tier below because he doesn't have the rushing upside. We have Sam Darnold's available. Ooh, that would be tasty. Oh, Woody Marks snipe, man. That's his 5th running back. Shit, bro. Let's take an unstacked Sam Darnold. I could take my last receiver and make it Torrey Horton. So now I'll be done at quarterback with Sam Darnold and Jaden Daniels. If I had fallen down to the Geno and Brissett tier with the risk that they're going to lose their job later in the season and get benched, it doesn't matter too much because I'm going to be hopefully rolling with Jaden Daniels like almost every week, especially in the fantasy playoffs. Because if I don't advance. I don't advance week 15. But I want a little bit of stability at quarterback. If I had my second quarterback of Aaron Rodgers or Geno Smith, then I would wait for the last round and take a guy like Penix possibly. But that's it. All good, McAuliffe. All good. I mean, it was a hell of a value pick. I don't blame you. I just didn't see the buy thing. I didn't think you would do that with only having 4 receivers. What was the value there? 149. So what, 8 picks of value? So. Oh, Shamrock. I got you, dude. I got you. You're right. At the end, though, he talks about taking a punter in round 2. I cut that part out, but I got you, bro.
Looking back, I never should have tried to do 2 fantasy football drafts while flying a plane. I ended up with 4 defenses. Ugh.
FE117, looks like you got rough weather. Maybe you should just do auto draft for your fantasy leagues, over.
Negative control. I am heterosexual, over.
He's heterosexual. That's the best part of that fucking clip, though. Man, someone took Tank Bigsby. Ouch. 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 All right. Let's just hope Tajay Spears falls back to me. If not, I'd be screwed. So the running back room is not great. It's Christian McCaffrey, Blake Corum, Chris Rodriguez, and Tajay Spears. It's okay. I'll scroll up and show you guys. Here's the start. We have McCaffrey, Corum, Chris Rodriguez, Tajay Spears, Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold. Receivers are solid as hell, though. A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf's the 4. Ricky P is the 5, and Concepcion is the 6. Now, taking Torrey Horton would give me 3 receivers with a Week 11 bye, but it would be just A.J. Brown and then my last 2 guys, so I'm not too worried about that. It's an okay team. I'm not going to, hate on this team. We'll see what you guys think. What did this guy do? Oh, he took 2 receivers. He actually made some good picks. The guy at the 1-2 turn. That guy. Yeah, that guy. Oh, Dylan Sampson. We all want to talk to Sampson. I wanted to talk to Sampson. That's my guy.
I want to talk to Sampson. Climbing to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Man, we kind of have to take Alvin Kamara here. Don't love the pick. Kamara and Spears, I love in full PPR. I'm totally, really comfortable with those guys on my bench in a best ball. Like, as my 4 and 5, but they're going to get work. With my running back room, I need one more. I still need one more. I'll definitely take a high upside handcuff for the late season stuff. But there goes TJ Hawkinson. There you go, Keith. Keith, did I make you warm on TJ Hawkinson? Am I warming you on TJ Hawkinson, or is it because you have a Kyler Murray team? Do you have a Kyler Murray team? He does not have a Kyler Murray team. So, are you warming to my boy? Because we like to talk. We talk with Hawkinson quite a fucking bit in this program. He is my Lord and Savior this year. Shamrock, you're not into Samson. I'll tell you why I'm into Samson. There's no one else there. And I know we hear this all the time. It is, who the hell is their third guy? It's not Jerome Ford anymore. I just talked about this, but it's a two-headed backfield there. So I like that. Someone's like Ray Davis. Is that for real? Okay. That's fair. It's probably too heavy at tight end, but I'm going to take Freiermuth and hope the running back that I want falls back to me. I have a couple options here. I could take Katron Allen with the correlation. Oh, yeah, my bad. That went over my head. I'm not going to do what everyone thinks I'm going to do, man. Flip out. Who's coming with me, man? Who's coming with me? Jan? Thank you, Jan. Jan? You be my girlfriend? I would, but, you know, I'm a total D. Oh, man, what's that like, man? I did an entire, we have a movie thing we do here. We have about 30 deep dive movie podcasts. We did Half Baked, and I really worked on my Brian from Half Baked. Dude, Half Baked's a great movie in general. It's smarter than people think. It's Dave Chappelle's a genius, my favorite stand-up comic of all time. But on top of that, it's an easy watch. It's like an hour and 20 minutes, dude. It flies by. It's fucking hilarious. I forget the actor's name. He's the cop in Dumb and Dumber that drinks the piss. That dude's hilarious, dude. Like doing the fucking finger paintings in jail and shit. What's that thing we used to get back in the day? Give me a pack of condoms. What's that thing we used to do back in the day? Oh, pussy. And Funyuns, man. Feeding the horse butterscotch. What is it? Butter. The hell's the? Someone help me out. What's the horse's name in Half Baked that he fucking kills? Feeding him all the Funyuns and shit. Actually, my second favorite feeding a horse scene outside of the Seinfeld scene when Kramer, what does he feed him? All the it's not rice-a-roni, it's beef-a-roni or something. Kramer doesn't kill the horse, but the horse gets like terrible gas. The horses get terrible gas, and he's like chauffeuring the Rosses around. That's probably the funniest feeding a horse scene, but it's right up there. So we're going to take my boy here. Team has turned out okay. We're going to do draft grades here. Put 2 picks. I had not taken a wide receiver in eons. Look at this. Since round 10, I had not taken a receiver. Guys, we need 16 more likes in the video. We need 4 more subs in the video. We need 10 Super Chat dollars. Or we need a Patreon member. Someone join the community. We'll do another draft. We might do another one anyway, just I'm feeling pretty good. But we've been on live 15 hours the last 3 nights, about like 14 and a half. And we're already at 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours today. But I fucking love this shit. I love all of you guys. You know that. All right, draft grades. We're going to go from the first pick on. Letter grades A through F. What's going on, Fantasy Dog? The boys are in here. My boy, Fantasy Dog, a Patreon member, a dude. We love you. Let's get to the teams here. And Frito. Who is Frito again? Help me out here. Said usually I just do draft grades for community members, but I'm going to toss you a grade here, Fredo. We have Caleb Williams and Dak Prescott at quarterback. We have Bashal Tootin, J.K. Dobbins, Jonathan Brooks, Jonah Coleman, George Helani, and Kamani Vidal at running back. Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Emeka Igbigbu, Luther Burdens is 4, Rashid Shaheeds is 5, Flournoy and Pat Bryant, Cade Schultz and Ferguson. Love this tight end room. In terms of stacks, what do you have? What you have Burden? We have Burden with Caleb, and we have with Dak. What do we have? We have Flournoy for sure. Pickens and Flournoy. Okay. I would have loved to have Ferguson on this team. That might have been too much. I like this squad, man. I don't love Dobbins as a 2 or Bayshell as a 1. Brooks, Jonah Coleman, Hawani. It's probably enough at running back. It's aggressive. Balanced ass team. I'm going to go B- just because I don't love the running back room. I have an issue. I think the build is really good, but I don't love the Dobbins, Brooks, Coleman, and then Coleman, Hawani, and Vidal. I feel like those guys are extreme dart throws. So I'm going to go B- to C+. Maybe I'll go C+. I just can't get over that running back. The wide receiver room's really nice, though. Luther's your 4. I love Shaheed. Tight end room came together pretty well. C+ to B-. Let's go to Max's squad here. Jalen Hurts, Tyler Shuck, and Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. We have Bijan, Swift, Tony Pollard, Tyler Algier, and Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson, that's a nice 5 for him. Nico Collins, Lad McConkey, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Xavier Worthy is your 5. Naylor and Jerry Jeudy with Mark Andrews, Kate Otten, and Michael Mayer. Savvy little Michael Mayer pick. I wish you had Mendoza for that one, but let me look at this team. This is an interesting team. Tony Pollard is your 3. Love the running back room, man. Love this running back room. Pittman is a nice 4 when you pair him with Worthy. That really works really nicely. Naylor and Jerry Jeudy. He must have watched the segments with Hector says you stole Andrews from me though. F. He must have watched the segment with Tom TD. So I'm gonna go solid B on this team. This is a good team. Max is getting the hang of it. He's just kind of started doing these best balls, I think. I know you just joined us back recently, Max, and this is your best team I've seen you have. Maybe not your most upside team, but this team makes the most sense. It's the most coherent team. Very, very, very wise team right here. I dig this squad. Connor's team, he said he's grooving to the music. Shout out to my boys playing here. I mean, I'm playing as well, but my boys ripping. This is only a 3-piece, but my buddy Luke. Luke is the one that played the intro to the streams. That's him playing like a 12-string guitar. All right, Connor squad: Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, and Tua. Tua's pretty fair with this quarterback room. Breece Hall, David Montgomery, Bucky Irving, and Zach Charbonnet. It's ballsy. It's ballsy, that's for sure. We have Puka, Drake London, Quentin Johnson, Alec Pierce, Jordan Addison, Adonai Mitchell, Tank Dell, and Keon Coleman with Laporta, Ferguson, and Sadiq. Sadiq fell a little bit. I don't think he needed Sadiq. I think he needed a 5th running back. And if you had 2 studs, if you had McCaffrey and Derrick Henry, then I'm fine with McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Bucky, and Charbonnet. But this having Charbonnet not being possibly playing for a while, I think it's heavy at quarterback. I think you had to pick one of the onesies to go with the 2. I have no issues with the wide receiver room. I don't love Quentin Johnson as a 3, but Pierce, Addison, Adonai Mitchell, that's pretty decent. We're gonna go C+ in this team, Connor. Just the build. It's just not my favorite build, but I think you're limiting your upside a little bit with the onesies. And it was borderline. I think Tua makes more sense for me as a 3rd quarterback than Sadiq. Right? I think Sadiq was unnecessary. You got to roll with Laporta and Ferguson. They're super, super, super safe. So it's riskier at running back, and I like what you did there at running back. Is risky. That can work. I don't have as much issue with that as I do with the 3 onesies. So it's solid. I got to go C+ though, Connor. It is not my favorite team from you. But again, it's still better than average. C+ is still better than average. Let's go to my team here. If I miss anybody, let me know. I have Jaden Daniels and Sam Darnold at quarterback. We got pretty nice value on Sam Darnold. CMC, Blake Corum, Chris Rodriguez, Tajay Spears, Alvin Kamara, and Mike Washington. We have A.J. Brown. We got Mouth in here. What's going on, buddy? He says, let me pull over. Pull over and pull out. That's my advice to everyone. Philip Rivers has made the planet overpopulated for sure. Let's see. Let's go back to the team. Got a little distracted. Appreciate you, Mouth. Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold, McCaffrey, Corum, Chris Rodriguez, Tajay Spears, Alvin Kamara, Mike Washington. Maybe a little heavy at running back, but when Blake Corum's your 2 and your 1, and my 1's Christian McCaffrey, a little risky there. I wanted some stability. A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Casey Concepcion, and Torrey Horton. Colson, Loveland, Chickaconquo, and Pat Fryermuth. Probably didn't need a third tight end, but I wanted some flex appeal there, and I'll get that with a Conquo. That might be my gripe with this team, but I didn't think I need another receiver. I have 7, right? I think this is a fine 7-receiver team. I'm just trying to think what I could have done to make this team a little better. It's pretty balanced all around. I think the running back room is going to be okay. Quarterback should be fine. This is a risky team because Jaden Daniels is really anchoring this team. Tight end room's great. So what do you guys have for a grade? I'm not going to grade my own team. Let's go with the next team while you guys get your grades in for me. Keith squad, super beasts. We have Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. I like that room. Let's see where you got them. Derrick Henry, Cam Scatterbo, Travion Henderson, Jordan Mason, Emmett Johnson. Pretty nice running back room here. I dig it. JJ, T. Higgins, Cortland Sutton, Jacoby Myers, Jaden Higgins, Denzel Boston, Jeremy Bernard, and Keenan Allen. This is a risky wide receiver room, but you have a lot of them. Dallas Goedert, Juwan Johnson, TJ Hawkinson. Love this tight end room. I'm trying to break down this wide receiver room. So I love the running back room. Trayvon's your 3. Perfect at running back. We have Sutton as a 3, Myers as a 4, Higgins as a 5. I do like that stretch. Boston, Bernard, Keenan Allen. So some shots there at the end. I'm going to go B- for this team. Are the stacks there? We have T. Higgins. Okay, T. Higgins with Burrow. It's about as much as you can do with Joe Burrow. Trevor Lawrence with Jacoby Myers. You know what? I'm going to go solid B on this team. I actually like this team. We'll go solid B. Solid B for Keith. This is a pretty fucking solid team. I love the build. 2 quarterbacks. You just enough. It's actually a plus quarterback room because Joe Burrow. And you didn't invest too much in it. This is really, really good. I don't think Keenan's playing either, but I'm going to give it a 50% shot, maybe less than 50, 40% chance that Keenan plays. I think Debo is like 90% and Stephon Diggs is like 98%. But the value there, last pick, pretty solid. 80s porn music. It's just funk, bro. It's just funk. It's I decided a lot of these other streamers are playing music on theirs, and it's like generic ass shit. I'm just bringing in all my old jams, my buddies that we've done. I have like 1,000 hours in my phone, and yeah, why the fuck not? I'm just gonna play this random. It's not all funk. We have a lot of other shit. I'm just looping a long jam every one of these, like 18-minute jam, just as background music. So I like this squad from Keith. I do. It's definitely a tournament team. Keith knows how to draft tournaments, guys. And now speaking of a guy that knows how to draft tournaments, it is the American Sniper, Chris Kyle. We know him as Derek here, or Sunday Thunder on Underdog. If you see him in your lobby, if you're just drafting randomly, not on stream, back out, because Keith is awesome and Derek is right up there, man. We have Drake May and Daniel Jones. This is, I think, Keith, I think you're a little weak at, we can go back to it real quick. I think Keith's a little light at wide receiver with, it's not the right team. Not the right team. He has 8, but there's a chance he has 7. And if you have 7, now it's light with Cortland Sutton. So I think Keenan Allen's more important than you think for this squad. But I like the aggressiveness, and every other spot on your team is super strong. Tight end, with how long you waited with Hawkinson, my boy, super strong. Running back's really strong with Henderson as your 3, and I love the quarterback spot. So it's just, if wide receiver works out, and it's also one of these teams where, like, week to week, you need these guys to pop off at the right times. But that's tournament team right there. Let's go to Chris Kyle's team here. Drake May and Daniel Jones. JT, A-Chain, Chuba at 8, pick 80. Tank Bigsby, Brian Robinson, and Sean Tucker. I think you might be one heavy at running back, Derek. Ted McMillan, Jamison Williams, Josh Downs, Michael Wilson, Romeo Dubs, Shakir, and Malik Washington with Keyshawn Booty. Is that 8? Okay, seems like more. 8. And then we have Trey McBride and Hunter Henry. So this team is correlated a lot, right? Daniel Jones is stacked up. You have Drake May stacked up with Dubs and Booty. Okay. I don't like the Booty pick personally, but I like this team. You're fine at tight ends. I think you're one heavy at running back, though, but you're buying in on Drake May being that stud, right? So, actually not one of my favorite teams, Derek, from you. I like it. The wide receivers are like Jamison Williams is a 2. I can't really get on board. I like the build of this team, except for possibly one heavy at running back. But what else are you going to take? I'm not going to ding you there. I'm going to go B- for this team. It's not in the C range for sure. It's better than that because it's Derek and he doesn't draft C teams. But lacking a little bit of upside at wide receiver, outside of Ted and Jamison Williams, like you don't have guys like Shakir, Washington. Like these guys are just kind of like barely crack your lineup kind of guys. So B- to B. I also grade Derek a little hard. Sorry, Derek. Hatcher squad. Lamar and Jared Goff at quarterback. Kenneth Walker, RJ Harvey, Kyle Monangai, Aaron Jones, Isaiah Pacheco. St. Brown, Flowers, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, McMillan, Tesla, Surratt, and Tyquan Thornton with George Kittle, AJ Barner, and Greg Dulcich. Hetzer, man. Hetzer's getting better at this. I dig this squad, brother. I dig it. Everything about this team I like. I like your top 4 receivers. I love your top 4 receivers. You got some shots on some potential boom week guys in McMillan and Tesla. Rookie and Surratt paired up with Lamar and Tyquan Thornton. You have the Zay Flowers Lamar stack. This is probably the best team so far. The running back room is a concern. I'll say this. The running back room has some major problems, but I like Kyle Monangai kind of being a nice little anchor at your third running back spot. He'll probably be in your lineup more than RJ Harvey. Not an RJ Harvey guy. And then Aaron Jones is going to help. If Harvey starts slow, Aaron Jones will be good for 7 weeks until he's hurt. And Pacheco as your 5. So risky at running back just a little bit. I'm going to go B+ in this team. I dig your squad there, Hetz. Really good team. Really good team, brother. Might be the winner. Who is Underdog Anonymous? Are you in here, Underdog Anonymous? If you are, I'll give you a grade. Next draft, we're just doing community members for grades because this does slow us down a little bit. So I think we got, is that A-Rod? A-Rod at 10? All right, I got you, A-Rod. Baker Mayfield, Cam Ward, and C.J. Stroud at quarterback. Pretty balanced, just enough there. We have Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Rico Dowdle, Kenny Gainwell, Marshawn Lloyd. I don't get the Lloyd pick. I don't understand it. I think they're bringing someone in. Also, the dude can't stay healthy at all. But, I mean, if that's my gripe, this running back room is bliss. Quarterback room is well thought out. Like, this is how you want to go late quarterback. You got to have 3. And a lot of nice floor there week to week. You're going to have a top 10 quarterback every week in my mind. I think Stroud has a bounce back. CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave, Christian Watson, Chris Godwin, Diggs, Ridley, and Knoll with Warren, Gatson, and Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm was a stack. You probably were fine with 2 on this team, but I don't see what else you needed. I mean, maybe you're a little thin there if Diggs doesn't sign, but Godwin's your 4, Diggs is your 5, Ridley and Knoll. Maybe take another receiver instead of Gunnar Helm. I would probably like it a little bit more in a tournament to play aggressive there at your tight end room. But other than that, I got nothing on this team besides good things to say. Right below Hetcher's team, a B to B+ in this team. I'll go closer to B+ than B, but this is really good, man. This is really good. Did I get to your team, McAuliffe? I think I did. This is a really good team. This is a really, really, really good team. I dig it, man. Definitely some huge upside with Watson, Olave, Lamb, those 3 guys. But, like, Godwin's such a nice pairing with Watson. Some safe options there. Stephon Diggs, probably going to sign with the Commanders. And then Ridley, and you got a stack there with Jalen Knoll. So, not my team yet. What team are you, McAuliffe? Am I an idiot? Did I miss you? What team are you, McAuliffe? Sorry, man. It's hard for me sometimes to remember everyone's name. I've also been having a few pops, if you catch my drift. Kyle. Oh, I got you, McAuliffe. My bad, bro. Here we go. Patty Mahomes and Bo Nix at quarterback. You have Quinshon Judkins, Price, Stevenson, Mitchell, Marks, Jordan James, JSN, Rashee Rice, Jalen Waddle, Wan'Dale Robinson, Trey Tucker, Antonio Williams, Dontavian Wicks, Rashad Bateman with Brock Bowers and Travis Kelce. It's a bad running back room. Having Price as a 2. I do like Judkins. But you kind of saved it with Stevenson, Keaton Mitchell, and Woody Marks. I like the shot on Jordan James as well for some upside. You need some upside in this room. And the receivers are awesome, man. Jalen Waddle is your 3. I don't necessarily love the rest of it. I think you're a little light at wide receiver because you had to make up the running back thing. But 2.682 is a fine build for this team. You're betting on a Mahomes bounce back. You have Brock Bowers, so it's factoring the fact he has Brock Bowers. Then Kelsey is fine. So B- to C+. This is right around average. A little better than average. It's not the best team. It's not the worst team. I'd grade it around my type of team that I drafted, which isn't great. Oh, Big Ray just got out of the Odyssey. Big Ray is not woke. So let's hear what maybe this movie woke him. Are you up? Ray, let us know. We're going to hop in another draft here, guys. Again, I will do draft grades for the next draft, but community members only. Of course, McCall. It does slow us down quite a bit. Although I do love doing it. It's just it's hard to do. Like, it's hard to give grades. It's hard to I don't want to hurt people's feelings. It also is it's just a lot on the brain when you're this far into a stream. So let's get to another draft, guys. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys want to draft. Let me know. We're doing another one either way. I just want to make sure to see how many people we have. Big Ray, you're driving. Don't even text us, man. I need you around. I need you on this channel. I need you thriving for years and years and years to come. All right, McCall says thumbs up. Anarchy. All right, a lot of people. We'll see if we can get as many people in this one as we did last time. I'm going to count you guys down from 10. Fast puppy. We're running out of fast puppies here. We are, let's see, we are at 89% full. So we got about 2 days left of this tournament. And usually when it gets to 90, it really hits up. Mouth is in. I really hope Mouth gets in. Guys, everyone join. I'm going to count down. You got to figure out when exactly to join. Everyone's latency and delay time's a little different on these streams. So I'm going to do my best to get everyone in here. I'm going to count down from 10. And I'm going to join right when I say join. But you probably want to join a little before that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join it up. I think we did it, boys. I think we did it. I'm pretty happy about that. Very happy.
How would you describe it?
I don't even know how to feel right now. I'm like, I don't even know. I'm happy.
So we got Ray's review. Also, let's shout out to Ray. He's this man's a fucking, hold on, let me get to this here. I have the 8 spot. Ray is a film critic. He's a fantasy football expert, and he's a fucking doctor.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
Let's get to Ray's review of the Odyssey live, and we'll talk more about this in person on Saturday when he gets on here. But I'll say it was a good movie, worth watching, especially in the theater. Saw it on the biggest screen in Illinois, typically amazing. Nolan puts together a movie. But there's a but. I'll say it isn't in my favorite Nolan movie, but it cracks top 5. All right. Well, that's pretty good. Was it better than Oppenheimer, Ray? Because I just watched Oppenheimer, finally watched it. You know, I don't really watch a lot of new movies. I'm still catching up on awesome bangers from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. I liked Oppenheimer a lot. I hated the last hour. The last hour was unnecessary. It was so much I don't know. It was the first 2 hours of Oppenheimer, I give it A-. The last hour, I could almost go A. The last hour, I give a fucking D+. So I like The Prestige more. Obviously, Interstellar. A lot of movies I prefer over that one, but it was good. It was good for a new movie. I liked the drama aspect of it. It was an actual movie. They don't make a lot of movies like that anymore, so I was down with Oppenheimer. Just a little disappointing. Yeah, the acting was awesome. The sound design in Oppenheimer was fucking crazy. Crazy. And I watched it at home, you know. I don't have the best system either. So who do we have in here? We have Spurs, Super Beast. We have Underdog, which is trying to look. Who the hell was that? Oh, A-Rod, right? Let me know what's your guy's name, and if you're in this and I don't know your tag, let me know who you are. Fucking A, man. Oh, I guess I'll take Hampton. I don't like taking Hampton. You know I'm not a Hampton guy, but let me get some exposure. Anthony is Spurs. All right. Cool, cool. Good stuff. I'm not going to the theaters, Ray. The theaters for me was when movies were great. I'm not saying this isn't a great movie, but when I was into using my fingers on girls and eating candy at the same time with those said fingers, I'd eat the candy, which is awesome. You know, like end of middle school, early high school was my movie days, and then obviously like as a young adult, I went to see a lot of movies, epics like Hangover and Superbad, stuff like that. The Dark Knight, you know. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. So, yeah, I won't see it in the theaters. The last movies I saw in the theaters were all the Star Wars movies. Thank you. Exactly, Ray. When malls were a thing is when I used to see movies. So I also get I just have to wait two or 3 weeks, and I get movies that are in the theaters on my box for free. So I'm just going to do that. Also, I'm on a pretty tight budget. I put everything into the show. So, like, I know it doesn't seem like a lot of money, like $30. I'd rather take my wife out for dinner, and I take her to McDonald's. Just kidding. I miss malls, though, dude. Obviously, you guys know I'm a big fan of mall rats. I play the clip all the time, but I want to go to a world where I can go to a mall. What do I have here available? Gross, dude. This is going to be a fucking bad team. Oh, gross. We'll take Breece Hall, I guess. We're taking guys I don't like. Hampton. I don't like Hampton and Breece Hall. I love Jonathan Taylor, but we'll see if I can land this plane. Tom Green is awesome and everything. I actually saw Tom Green do stand-up once, but we're huge road trip fans, me and Ray. So, big fan of Tom Green. What do we have for subs in this video so far, boys? We're 13 subs away from 3,000 subs. We've gotten 1 on this video so far. So, if you haven't subbed to the channel, what are you doing? Also, I do have a little promotion here, a July promotion. The first 10 new subs, that's to be on this video, qualify, and they're going to be in the drawing for a free month of community membership, the Discord, all the good stuff we offer there. So, sub. If you haven't subbed, you can be entered in. I'll see it's on YouTube. Also, say sub in the comments so I don't have to go back and look. I'll write it down. I'll have your tag there on YouTube, and we'll get you in the community. 1 month trial, and then you will join because it is the fucking place to be. Oh, well, we definitely need. Man, Tet McMillan. I'm just getting. I wanted Tet, bro. I can't take Terry again. I'll take Waddle. I don't have a lot of Waddle. I don't feel very comfortable having Waddle as my number 1. That is for sure. Oh, I don't feel very comfortable. Also, give me a yay or nay on the music aspect going forward on these best ball nights when I'm by myself. I'm going to put a fresh jam in every single night and just kind of loop it. A lot of them are like 15 minutes long. So, also, it takes up a spot. So, Hetra says yay. I'll have a different flavor too, like a different style. It's mostly not, it's who I'm playing with and who is the bass player, who's the guitar player. That's what makes the different styles and what we do. So me and Spurs have exact opposite strategies in this draft. He has Chase, Collins, Smith, and Montgomery. I have JT, Hampton, Hall, and Waddle. We'll see how the teams turn out. I need some wide receivers to fall back. Although I'm fine with smashing one more running back here and just ending it at 4. Guessing they won't be there. What pick do I have? 58. All right. 2 running backs with week 13 buys is not ideal. We'll see what's there. Oh my God, I love Memento, man. What a mind fuck of a movie that is. You really have to watch Memento like 3 times to actually understand the structure, and even then you just don't. But technically his first movie was some really obscure one, but Memento is top notch. It's a thinker. It's like a bad version of Fight Club. And that doesn't mean it's bad. Fight Club's one of my favorite movies. Man, what do we do here? We're going to take J-Mo. I have a lot of players on the board I like. I could have taken Watson. I could have taken Judkins. But I'm not going to force a 4th running back when Williams fell farther than Judkins. So we'll take this build. Guy Pearce, also awesome performance in that movie. And Guy Pearce, like, faded into oblivion. I don't know what happened to Guy Pearce. I thought he was a pretty good actor, so... Also, it's got our girl from The Matrix. I forget her name off the top of my head. But Carrie-Anne Moss. Yeah, Carrie-Anne Moss is awesome in that movie. It's got Joey Pantaleone. I call him Joey Pants. He is one of the dudes, and he's in like every movie. He's in Matrix as well, so it's got 2 Matrix alum. Also, he is in The Fugitive, so I love Joey Pants. Just a wild ride, man. Wild ride of a movie. So I have no quarterbacks to take here. So we're just going to take... Dude, both these guys got taken. Go fuck. Damn it. I hate Jordan Tyson. I don't like taking Jordan Tyson here. This is just a team I would never draft. Like, I know I'm drafting it right now, but players just don't draft. I wanted literally Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison, and Dunze. And they all go back to back to back. Someone couldn't have taken Jadarian Price, guys. Haven't you watched this show? I love Price. He's such a value. Is Hetzer getting on board? You're getting on board with Marvin Harrison, brother? Is that what I see? All right, I'm going to fill up this brewski, and then I got to do a chug for Mouse $10 holler. Yep, he's on board. He's on board, man. We haven't seen this one in a while. Shout out to one of the worst people of all time. Here it is. Mr. Bill Cosby. What a great individual he was. Very honest guy, very trustworthy guy. You know what? We did a segment way back in the day, like best acting performances of all time. And I actually put Bill Cosby on the list because playing, what was his name again? Huxtable? Playing Dr. Huxtable in Cosby Show. He convinced all of us that he was like a family guy and a good person. And that show went on for a long time. His stand-up was really clean. He used to like besmirch other people for like being dirty, like Eddie Murphy. And it turned out he was the devil. So, you know what? One of the best acting performances of all time, Bill Cosby in The Cosby Show, because no one saw that shit coming, dude. Besides, even the girls didn't see it coming. Didn't see him coming. Shit. They were passed out. This sucks. I hate this spot here. Get a shot on Tucker Kraft. Another option to stack later. Oh, damn. You guys, I didn't even know you guys aren't in this draft, Derek. Is anyone in the other puppy going on? Somehow everyone got in this one. It's a chug. I'll give it a chug to mouth here for fun in the operation. It was slow. That was slow for me. I should have, you know what? If anyone's bored, it's going to take you like weeks to do. We're almost on a year. Our five-year birthday is Monday. We're almost on a year on these streams. I want someone to go back and count all the beer chugs I've done. It's going to be really hard. Like, really hard. But that would be awesome to do that. Let's do an upside shot here. Xavier Worthy. My chugs are Busch Lights. I've been telling you guys, I'm not sipping on beer. I'm sipping on bourbon and tea because I got some bad blood work. And I know you're like, well, why are you drinking at all? Well, because I like drinking. So I've cut back a lot of the bad foods I've been eating. I've actually lost fucking 14 pounds in 10 days. I was at 252 once I got the call, and I am down to about down to like 239, so 13 pounds. So I'm cutting out beer. I'm chugging beers because that's kind of what we do around here. But ooh, you could call your channel Drafts and Chugs, Drafts and Drafts, or Draft Squared. Yeah, Drafts and Drafts, because it's 100%. Unfortunately, you can't change your channel name, but the thing is, we're not a drafting channel. I mean, I do all my redrafts on here, and I do a lot of best ball, but this week we've done 5 different shows of 2 hours long without drafting. So I like to do these as well. But primarily, I'm a segment guy, but these get more views. I'm trying to get exposure. I'm never going to stop drafting these every off season. But I think we have a lot more to offer than just drafting. We have 6 very, very elite co-hosts that drop knowledge bombs on myself and everyone else in here. So I like the conversations, and obviously this is a fucking blast as well. And my crazy ass is down to do 2 hours of drafts after doing a 2-hour show every single night of the week. So we love it. I fucking love it. What do we have here? We could take our last running back. We also need a fucking quarterback at some point. It's not looking good at quarterback for stacks. I guess we can go Jared Goff. We can go Shuck. We can go Bo Nix. I just don't like those stacks. Patty Mahomes is gone now. And there goes Jared Goff. I mean, Jesus. Oh, I bet Keith has a double stack. Does he not have a double stack? No, he doesn't. All right. I do love the Laporta stack, though. So, what is to my right? 1110. Fuck, dude. We're going to take Golden and take Jordan Love. You know what? I was not going to have proper stacks on this team unless I double stack somebody. What is Steel Reserve? Is that the like really, really strong beer? That's like the limited time shit that's like 18% or some shit. Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, that shit's disgusting. Like, I might as well drink liquor at that point. I was a big IPA guy. How do you think I got so big? I was drinking a lot of IPAs. And those are delicious, though. Even 10% double IPAs are delicious. All right. Let me have Jordan Love here. Cool with that. Hetzer's balling. Hetzer, you've been on a roll, man. You've been on a fucking roll. What up, Noah? Grandma's Boy, dude. Classic shit. If you love Grandma's Boy, I was just talking about this last night about Strange Wilderness, which is here. This is the clip I always play whenever someone pisses me off or someone's talking shit. Not to me, just in general, like a football player talking to his coach, Brandon Ayuk, stuff like that. This is a clip from that said movie, Strange Wilderness.
You stupid fuck! Go buy some sandals! You want to fight? I'll fucking fight. I haven't fought in 10 years. I'm fighting that. What you got? Let's see. Throw down, bitch. Throw down, bitch.
Throw down, bitch. Do we have a tight end on this team? I'm lost on what I'm doing here. Oh, we have Tucker Kraft. Okay. We're pretty balanced all around. We need... All right. Who is my other quarterback going to be? Man, I want this to be a Malik Willis team, but Malik Willis is... We're not even there to his ADP. I'm not reaching on Malik Willis. So, open up an option here. Two options. All right, we're good. There goes Concepcion. That was one of my options, but I have a lot of Concepcion. I know Keith's really high on Concepcion. You know your shit, man. You know your shit. Oh, man, if you want to draft, I'll do a draft for you, man. We don't even need to meet the goals. It's Friday night. Let's rock another 4.5 hour night. Let's fucking do it. Dude, Joey Pant is in every movie. He's in so many movies. Risky Business for sure. He's hilarious in that movie. He's like a likable scummy, right? He's a scummy, likable dude. Good call, Shamrock. Justin Long that's his best cameo, is Zach Amiri. That whole conversation about I'm in film, I make movies or whatever. He's like, anything I should see? Yeah, that's fucking amazing. Yeah, I got you, Mouth. I'll wait. Yeah, dude, that's Justin Long. So the cat, it's essentially a Grandma's Boy like light. It's not Grandma's Boy's better for sure than Strange Wilderness, but Jonah Hill's in it. It's just a Happy Madison production, so it's really good. It's an hour and 20 minutes too. Super easy watch. I do still prefer Grandma's Boy. That's more quotable. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's take Malik, dude. Let's take Malik. Been warming on Malik Willis here recently. I always say, if you're having a team that's not that stacked and you're struggling to have stacks, right now I have 2 stacks of Jordan Love, but my other options aren't great. Like everyone else is taken that I can't really stack. Tyson, I can't stack with him. J-Mo, Waddle. Let's take Malik Willis and we can backstack him. It doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't matter. Shit's weak. Dude, your bed is a car. Yeah, it's a really sweet car. My roommate said they buy me rims for Christmas. Dude, you live with your parents. Technically, he's right. They are his roommates, but yeah, that's awesome. That's what you got to do, though, is if you do live at home and you're not, if you're like 18, it doesn't matter because everyone does. If you're older and you live at home, you just got to refer to them as your roommates with the girls, and they'll be like, all right. This guy probably has his own place or he has roommates, but they're actually just your parents. The entire time with Green Bay got him paid. That game in particular, coming in cold. He was a second-round pick out of Liberty. I actually loved Malik Willis coming out, and it did not instantly age terribly. It was like he is not an NFL player. It was worse than Will Levis. And that was probably a worse situation that Malik Willis had there in Tennessee. Callahan was the head coach, right? And it was downright awful. And I stepped back on my Malik Willis love, but I had him like really high in that draft. I loved him. I had him graded as a first-round pick. Now I'm still on the fence because you know, it was a perfect situation. LaFleur, as much as he gets shit as being a bad head coach, which he is kind of a bad in terms of not X's and O's, but in terms of like being a head coach, kicking that field goal with Aaron Rodgers down by 8, things like that. In the playoffs, he makes bad decisions, but he has a great offensive mind. And it's just wild that you could go from Jordan Love. You see this all the time with Lamar. When Lamar gets hurt, the offense doesn't work because the offense is tailored to Lamar. It's such a big transition to Cooper Rush or whatever pocket quarterback you want to bring in. And Malik Willis can't be he's such a different quarterback than Jordan Love. And it worked. Partially because Malik Willis is rather accurate for a scrambler, but decent at processing for his inexperience. And LaFleur's a good coach. So we'll see. If Malik Willis blows, then we need to be like, dude, hold on, let me make my pick. LaFleur's awesome if that's the case. Why I'm taking Tajay Spears now. 178. Who's my favorite backup quarterback? It's Anthony Richardson. I made a funny, to quote Splinter from Ninja Turtles. My favorite Mac Jones is probably the best backup. Most overqualified backup there, Mac Jones. What am I going to do here at wide receiver? Ray, shut up, Big Ray. He was the one telling me to watch Strange Wilderness. I watched it for the first time like a year and a half ago, I want to say, Ray. And I've probably watched it 4 times since then. So obviously that's pretty good. It's an easy watch. Like I said, it's an hour and a half. Not even an hour and a half. Jesus, these tight ends are gone, bro. What do I got left with me? 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. There is no way I'm getting Dulcich. So let's reach on him here. Don't love doing it, but Alan Covert's awesome. Let's not forget, Alan Covert is the caddy in Happy Gilmore. You can't really see him because he's got that crazy beard, the homeless dude. But yeah, man. All good, Hetzer. You know what? I'm at 41% on Hawkinson, and I've done a lot of drafts, like hundreds. I think I have 300 drafts. So at this point, take Hawkinson, bro. Like I have too much Hawkinson. I still totally believe it. Like I'm all in on Hawkinson as ADP this year. It's still kind of gross, but that's just too much exposure for any player. When I'm all in on a player, I do these kind of things. The funny thing is Tucker Kraft, I was like 34% last year on Tucker Kraft on Underdog, but I actually upped it in redraft. I had 19 shares of Tucker Kraft last year in 36 leagues. I was at over 50% on Kraft, and I know it sucks it didn't really work out in the long haul, but that was the smashiest pick. That would have been the best pick in recent fantasy football memory, even better than JSN last year, some of these other guys, because he was going to be tight end 2, and he was drafted tight end 11, tight end 12 last year. Yeah, I'm just going on redraft percentage because I never usually go that high in best ball because there's so many options, so many teams, you know. Let me make this pick here. What are we going to go with? Are we good at quarterback? Jordan Love and Malik Willis? Probably fucking not, dude. Do I have DK? No, I don't. Gino, Rodgers. I'm going to wait one more round. And let's go with Adonai Mitchell. Yeah, when I go in on guys, I go in on guys. So I had 14 shares of Olave last year. I had I think 14 or 13 shares of Javonte Williams last year. I had, I think 11 or 12 shares of Pickens last year. I had 16 shares of Justin Fields last year, though. So that was almost 50% of my redrafts were Justin Fields teams. But luckily, I had Trevor Lawrence and Matt Stafford as a backup in a lot of those leagues. But I'm one that goes in on my guys. But I don't go in on my guys early. They're all after the 4th or 5th round, if you notice. Like, those are the guys I'm willing to really... overexpose myself to, because when they don't hit, I can have backup plans, contingency plans. They don't tank your team. Like I'm really in on Saquon Barkley this year, but I'm never going to have over like a 25% share of Saquon Barkley because he's a top 15 pick. Now this year, Brock Bowers, I might have a 50% Brock, depending on where I'm drafting. That's really, draft slot dependent and redraft. I'm going to take Brock Bowers at pick 14 in PPR. I really, depending on who's available, I am doing that. That worked out. Adonai Mitchell and Geno Smith. Because, and I'll tell you why I love Brock Bowers. And there's a million reasons. I can give you a million reasons. The Clint Kubiak thing, the fact he's an elite talent, like an all-time talent in my mind, the usage, the no one else being there, Kirk Cousins being a tight end. I can go down the list on that. It comes down to one simple fact. Michael Mayer is good. And you're maybe like, Rob, well, if Michael Mayer is good, that's going to hurt Brock Bowers. It's not going to hurt Brock Bowers at all. What it's going to do is it allows me to take my boy Brock Bowers really high, and I think Michael Mayer is a top 6. I said it, top 6 tight end in PPR if Brock Bowers gets hurt. So I have that locked up. I hate doing that. You don't like to handcuff your own players. In this situation, I know it sucks. If you don't want to draft Bowers and be like, this is tight end 6. But worst case scenario, Bowers gets hurt. You have at least a top 10 tight end in Mayer. You saw it last year at the end of the season. So that's why I'm all about Bowers. It is. There's no risk because you're getting the backup tight end. Unless Mayer gets hurt as well, fucking love Brock Bowers. In PPR, it's got to be PPR. In half PPR, I wouldn't even draft Bowers in the second round. It would be like the 2-3 turn. But in PPR, I see 115 receptions, man. And that is elite stuff. What to do here? Man, I need another running back too. This is grody. Blue. It's probably light at tight ends. Let's see here. I do love Shallow Hal. What's your take on going 3 quarterback if both current quarterbacks share the same bye? You have to. You pretty much have to. I would with tight ends. What's up, GT? With tight ends, I'm willing to take the 0 for week 8 or something, because tight ends, drafting a third tight end, what is that going to make up for you? It might make up 4 points. If you draft Darnell Washington just because you have, Laporta and Hawkinson, who both have week 6 bye. If you draft Darnell Washington for that week 6, and he might fill in here and there, but just for that 1 week, he might score 4 points. But if you go with a 0 for a quarterback spot, and it's either taking a 0 on week 11 at quarterback or drafting Bryce Young might put up 22 points in week 5, and also Bryce Young might be before you quarterback gets hurt. So I don't want to sacrifice 20 points, which is probably what it would be with a quarterback. I'll take the L on 5 points from a tight end. Big deal. I'm not taking a third tight end just to take one. Let's do this. All right. Kind of like this team. Guys, we're going to hop in another draft right after this because we have 9 people in here. I feel like 8 people in here. There's no way. Draft grades take too long. If you want a draft grade, throw me $1 super chat. I'll give you a draft grade. Otherwise, we're going to hop in a new draft after this. We also have to wait for Mouth. Hatcher is cooked at running back, he says. Yeah, we can do a sit and go together, guys. If we have enough people, let's do a sit and go. Unfortunately, there's a risk that sit and go gets thrown out because it happened with a couple of ours, but we've done so many sit and goes. A lot of the other ones are fine. All right, we'll wait for you. We'll get a sit and go. We have a full room here. I think we have 12 people in here. Yeah, I'll wait for you, Max, Mouth, and Derek on another draft. I think maybe one other person's in that draft as well. What round are you in, guys? Yeah, let's hop in a $3 sit and go. And take care, Mark. Is that your actual name, Mark Twain? 'Cause that'd be pretty awesome. A-Rod. Let's get to A-Rod's squad here. Appreciate you, bro. A-Rod is right here. This is you, right, buddy? We got Josh Allen and Brock Purdy at quarterback. Brock Purdy, 6 picks of ADP dip there. A-Chain, Cam Scatterbo, Stevenson, Kamara, Dylan Sampson. I love Sampson. St. Brown, DJ Moore, Parker Washington, Ricky Pearsall, Omar Cooper, Darnell Mooney, Booty, and Christian Kirk with Kittle, Kincaid, and Dallas Goedert. Man, I don't love Moore, Washington, and Ricky Pearsall as your. I like Ricky as a 4, but I kind of dig Omar Cooper and Darnell Mooney where you got them. And Christian Kirk is a nice pick there with Brock Purdy. So that gives you some insurance for Ricky Pearsall. I dig that part. Kittle, you're very correlated in this team. This is a stacked up team. This is a Ricky Bobby squad, A-Rod. And this is a puppy, so we kind of have to go to that strategy, right? It's a deep league, a deep tournament, a lot of entries, hard to advance. I'm gonna hook you up here with, I think it's a solid B. Now, I could make an argument for C on this team. I can make an argument for A-. So I'm going to go with the stacks you have. You're buying in on the Bills and the Niners. That right there with your running back room, which I really do like, with Stevenson your 3, Kamara and Sampson, some pass-catching 4 guys there. I like it. And the build is really nice. 8 receivers. It feels like 9. 8 receivers. Really nice build. You got some flex appeal from tight end as well with Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert has some value. Kittle, Kincaid, and Goddard. I'm going to go solid B here with room to move either way, but very aggressive. Big Keith, super beast. We have the late quarterback strategy here with Jared Goff, Cam Ward, and Bryce Young. Bryce Young at pick 172. So I'm guessing Keith was like, you were probably fine with Jared Goff and Cam Ward, but maybe not enough. And when you get a fall like this for Bryce Young at 172, even if he's not stacked, it's a good pick. If it's stacked, it's a great pick. Let's check out the rest of the squad. Javonte Williams, Baishal Tutin, Tony Pollard, JCM, and Jonah Coleman, with Puka, Drake London, Mike Evans, Quentin Johnson, Concepcion, Denzel Boston, Calvin Ridley, and Chris Brazzell. Backstack there, pretty nice. I'm not a Brazzell guy per se, but he is a rookie that has extreme athleticism. You know, low chance he hits, at least like actually hits, but in this spot, it his ADP. He just needs to literally get in the rotation. If he can overtake Xavier Ogat, which shouldn't take very much, he's going to smash his ADP. Also a perfect best ball player if he gets the role, because I comp him a Marquez Valdez-Scantling, which a guy that pops off 2 or 3 times a year. That's what you want with your wide receiver 7 or 8. Sam Laporta and Pat Freiermuth. If you're light at tight ends, I love both these guys. This is a good team. Again, running back room, a little risque, but JCM's okay at 4. I know you're pretty high on Jonah Coleman. Tony Pollard's a good 2. You got your stalwart there in Javonte Williams, and Baishal Tutin could break fantasy this year. It's weird to say B+, but this is a ball. Dude, Keith, you draft some ballsy teams, dude, and I'm gonna reward you for some of this ballsiness. Unique builds, and I love the late quarterback strategy. I love everything about this team. Evans is your 3. Quentin Johnson's your 4. I love Concepcion. You got some floor there with both these Cleveland receivers. One of them should pop off each week. Calvin Ridley paired up. I love Calvin Ridley this year where he's going. By the way, Calvin Ridley, 650 yards in Vegas right now. So draft him in fantasy. Probably bet the under on his line. But I'm going to go between B and B+, possibly B+. I'm going to go B+ because the correlation you have in the squad. Yeah, I'm going to go B+ on this team. Good team. If Coleman was good, they wouldn't have signed DJ Moore, and drafting a wide receiver makes it worse. I'll pass on Keon. I see what you're saying, but you have to understand that the rest of their guys are hurt, right? Brandon Cooks is, I don't even know if he's on the team, but Josh Palmer they paid, he is out. Tyrell Shavers is coming off an ACL. So the wide receiver depth there, I know they signed DJ Moore, but DJ Moore, it's not like DJ Moore is fucking George Pickens. Like he's a 30-year-old receiver that's been playing in the league for 10 years. I like DJ Moore a lot. I think he's underrated and has been in the past. Keon Coleman's the only guy in this wide receiver room that's over 6 foot tall. and Dalton Kincaid can't stay healthy. So I'm taking shots on Keon Coleman for sure. That being said, I love Skylar Bell. Skylar Bell, I was way higher on Skylar Bell than consensus. I think I had him as my wide receiver 6 in this class, and everyone had him at wide receiver 15. He is my dude. But he's more of a DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs type of clone. They need a bigger bodied guy, especially in the red zone. I am in on Coleman in best ball because it's worth a shot. It's definitely worth a shot. Could be a 0, could be a 0, but just the fact that he's on that roster, if he stays in the roster and injuries happen, he's going to catch touchdowns. No, but Keon was getting drafted. It's the price point. Keon was literally a 17th round pick. He's a 17th round pick now, right? Literally second to last round, sometimes last round pick. I'm in on that. That is a worthy shot because he was a first round pick. I mean, he's been bad. He's been a fucking nincompoop as well. But I'm buying in on some cheap ways to stack Josh Allen, and even unstack, dude. You can do a lot worse than Keon Coleman. Pedigree's there, man. All right, let's check out the board here. I think we can get in a sit and go. Let's get in this $3 2026 slate. We could probably fill it up. $3 sit and go. That'll fill up faster than the $5 if we don't fill it up. I'm going to join this and just hop in there, guys, and we'll all draft against each other. This is a good tester because the last one we did got thrown out when we were all in this one. I don't know why it would. I think they would throw out tournaments, not sit and goes, because, like, what the hell? There's no way we're all working with each other to make like $20. And also, like, only one winner can happen. So that would just be bad business. So we'll see. If this doesn't fill in a couple minutes, we will hop over and just do another puppy. Four spots left. That should fill. $3 12 team sit and go, gentlemen. Hop in, draft with us. Be a good time. A good time. Always a good time. Also, if you're not subbed to the channel, what are you doing? We are 13 subs away from 3,000. Let's get that done. Maybe not tonight. That might be a little aggressive, but let's get it done. Yeah, 12 team, $3 sit and go. Derek, Mouth, whoever else was in that one. So yeah, sub to the channel. Definitely appreciate that. Like the video. We had 28 likes in this video. Let's see that up to 30 here in a second. Would much appreciate that. And if you're interested in joining us, this awesome community, all these people you see in here, day in, day out, night in, night out, literally for 4 hours straight. Hetzer, Derek, Mouth, just to name a couple. They're in here every night, all night, hanging with me fucking 7 days a week, guys. That's got to say something. We put out more content than anybody, buddy. Like, we're 28 hours a week, essentially. That's just live. That's not kind of the prep I do for the shows, all that shit. It is, I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in, dude. That's an interesting conversation. Booty versus Keon. Like, Booty is landlocked, dude. Like, he has no path for snaps. They still have Kyle Williams there. Pop Douglas is going to be playing some slot. Like, I get the offense. I mean, it's not even the offense is better. They're the same, right? Bills have a fucking elite offense. So I'm taking Keon over Booty. Booty needs an injury or a trade to another team, which would be ideal. I'm taking Keon. What do you guys have in the chat? Are you going to go Keon Coleman or Keyshawn Booty in the 17th round, 18th round, whatever? They go in the last 2 rounds. Give us your votes. I'll read your team here, Mouth. Give us your vote. Who do you got? Keon Coleman, Keyshawn Booty. Yeah, I do. I have nudes and DPs of all these guys, dick pics of all these guys. And yeah, I'm going to send them out. And well, some guys don't mind because they have nice ones or big ones, but Booty from Keith, Booty hoping for a trade, Coleman, Booty, lineups in the Discord. Let me get this up here. We have about everyone in here, huh? Man, I'm still taking Coleman. Let's read off these teams. So we have Derek with Lamar. I'm just reading these from the Discord, guys, so you're not gonna be able to see the teams when I read them off. Lamar and Sam Darnold at quarterback, Cam Scatterbo, Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle, Chris Rodriguez, Tyler Algier. Save that running back room a little bit. JSN, AJ Brown, Zay Flowers, Marvin, Xavier Worthy's your 5. McMillan, Bateman, and Ayuk as your 8. Mark Andrews, AJ Barner, and Terrence Ferguson. Dude, good tight end room. Waiting that long. Really good wide receiver room. I like Rico and Chris Rodriguez and Tyler Algier. Dude, this is a B+, bro. I love Skylar Bell. I just can't get there yet. And maybe I should. I should just stick with my gut because I was touting Skylar Bell for 2 full months as a prospect. And I like the landing spot long term. He just seems like a repetitive player for this year with what they have in terms of skill set. I'll get to Mouse Team in a second after I make my pick. I am on the clock. We're just going to take JSN and hope a running back falls back. B+, Derek. That team is good, man. Really good team. Let's go to Mouth Squad here. I'll get to your team next, Max. Jaden Daniels, Malik Willis, and Shador Sanders. Christian McCaffrey, A-Chain, Jutkins, JCM. T. Higgins, McLaurin, Quentin Johnson, Addison Coker, Calvin Ridley, Tyquan Thornton, Luke McCaffrey. Harold Fannin, Chickaconquo, and Greg Dulcich. I wish you would have just gone Daniels and Malik Willis. But, yeah, you took Shador Sanders and pick 163. That must have been an auto draft, right? Mouth, was that an auto draft? That's going to ding you. This should have been Geno Smith. I want Geno or Brissett in that spot if I was going to go there, not Sanders. This is sometimes where Bryce Young goes. I'm guessing that was an auto draft. Like the team. You have McLaurin. I'm going to go B- to C+ just because that auto draft, that's a killer. That should be. You have Coker, that should be that could possibly be Bryce Young. So C+ to B-. That auto draft took you down a little bit, half grade there. And let's get to this comment. I'll get to your team in a second. Max, both wide receiver 3s on great offenses. I'll take the one that has done something the last 2 years. I'm saying. Yeah, Miami's not trying to win this year, though, brother. So I don't like. Why would Miami trade for Kayshon Boutte? I would if I was them. Give your somewhat high priced new quarterback acquisition some weapons. He is not a wide receiver 3 in this offense. Like, no, he's not. It's Dubs is 2, AJ Brown is 1. Kayshon Boutte plays the same position as AJ Brown. AJ Brown's not playing the slot. And then I think Pop Douglas, Kyle Williams, and then Mac Hollins is there. There's so many guys there. He's going to have a role. He'll be on the field. It's going to be like a worse version of what we saw in Green Bay. I love the connection with that he currently has with Drake May. He was awesome last year. He needs an injury for sure. I think there's a chance. There's also a chance Keon Coleman's out of the league. So I'm not trying to say Keon Coleman's the safest pick, but there's a chance Keon Coleman actually just wins the 3rd receiver job. You know, like Shakir is just a slot receiver. And DJ Moore is going to be used as that like move receiver. You know, he's going to play Z, he's going to play Y, he'll play some X. He shouldn't play a lot of X. So like Keon Coleman's a sacrificial X receiver, not in terms of his speed, but his body type. So I could see the Boutte thing. I am on Keon Coleman personally. He has burned us. I'll get you. Give me a second, Anthony. Again, if I start doing grades for everybody, like I said, if you throw me $1, I'll definitely do it. If I do grades for everyone, like we take too long, but I'll hook you up with something. Give me a second. Let me make my pick here. Ooh, hell yeah. All right. Sit and go. We love what's falling to us here. We're getting Chase Brown or Derrick Henry. Let's take Mr. Chase Brown here. Mouth, you got to stop putting those guys in your queue, though, bro. Like, when they're 50 picks away, there's just no upside. I've seen this happen, like, 8 times to you. I use my queue all the time. Obviously, I'm drafting here. I've got so much shit going on, but, like, I can't afford to have a guy get picked 50 picks early. And you should have guys in your queue ahead of him, I guess, is the thing. And also, you know that you're going to take him later. You don't need your queue to tell you, so you're a smart dude. I don't queue that. I just queue, like, if I'm up in 5 picks, I'll queue 6 guys just to make sure I get them. I want Jeremiah Smith, bro. McCall, I want Jeremiah Smith. I know he's going to be not an all-timer, but Jeremiah Smith just is screaming Julio Jones to me, and possibly a more polished Julio Jones coming out of college. I know it seems wild. The last time we heard this about a receiver was Marvin Harrison, same school. This dude's not Marvin Harrison. This dude is a monster. This dude is a gamer. Fucking love Jeremiah Smith, dude. Love it. Christian Kirk might have an actual role, A-Rod. you know, like not even with the injury stuff. Like he might have a role. Like they brought him in for a reason. Oh, Smith is a lot better in every way. Better hands, more aggressive, better at high pointing the ball. Definitely better yards after the catch. Marvin Harrison has been atrocious in the NFL, and he was a little better in college. That's because the field is wide open there at OSU for him. Got a couple good options here. Okay, I guess we're going to take Trey McBride. Zay Flowers got taken. I'm not taking... No way I'm taking Breece Hall. No fucking way. Bowers to Mouth the turn. Nice start for Mouth there. Whoa, you don't have to flex like that. He's calling you out. Derek. Nico Collins over Bowers. I don't necessarily love that, but... I got to give a grade to Spurs. I'm going to hook you up, buddy. It's going to be hard for me to find this fucking team, though. Hold on a second. Let me try to find this. Completed. Yeah, we got it, Mouth. What is... This was the puppy, right? We just did. Is it the most recent one we did? It is... All right, I'll read Spurs team. Did Derek just take an auto pick? No, he didn't. All right, I'm going to read off Spurs squad. Just a special grade for my dude here, Spurs, who's kind of newer to the channel. So we'll give you a nice grade. Well, I'm not going to be nice with the grade if it's a bad team, but I'm going to give you a grade. Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, and C.J. Stroud at quarterback. David Montgomery, Travion Henderson, Jalen Warren, Chris Rodriguez, Brian Robinson, and Samaje Perine. Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Devonta Smith, Jacoby Myers, Romeo Doubs, and Tank Dell with Strange, Schultz, and Gesicki. I would have just stuck with Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence in the squad, man. The fact you only have 6 receivers, you don't need C.J. Stroud. I understand that you have Nico Collins, but I'm not in the business of stacking my third quarterbacks if I don't need to. Because, like, you shouldn't be starting C.J. Stroud. Like, he's a luxury piece. I don't like that build. I love the running back room, though, for sure. I like the Samaje Perine thing. You have Jamar Chase. You have Gesicki. I would have just left Stroud off this roster completely. Or just gone in on Joe Burrow and C.J. Stroud and left Lawrence off the roster because you only have Jacoby Myers. So, I'm going to go B- because I like the players. And this is actually a really safe team when it comes to your onesies, and 6 receivers is too light for me when Jacoby Myers is your 4. But Romeo Doubs is nice there as a 5. Tank Dell. So a lot of stacks, though. I'm gonna benefit you there. I just don't love stacking my third quarterback because in reality, it's not going to help you out because Joe Burrow should be in your lineup in the playoffs. And that's what we're looking for with the stacks. So B- squad. I'll give you a B- in this one. We got Brock Bowers arguments here. Why would you take McBride at the turn? You might. Mouth loves a good tight end, dude. He loves a good tight end. Guys, 28 likes. We got 30 people in here. We've been going for an hour and 44 minutes. Let's get that number up. Let's get the sub number up. Guys, 13 more subs before we hit 3,000. That's huge. That's huge. I got to get back to this draft because I was grading a team. And I like to keep the board up here and not go to my picks in general for the queue purposes. And I think the board is the most important thing. Josh Allen falling to Connor. Pretty nice there. I'm excited for all my my Fantrax drafts, guys, because I am different than most people. I draft 40 redrafts, and I stream about 35 of them, typically $250 leagues. And, ooh, we got some good options here. Give me a second. Those videos last year, right when I started the streams, I was getting 8,000 views. Like, people love watching, like, big money redrafts, especially at the time of year, right? End of August, early September. So looking forward to that. That's how the channel really grows. And then, the first 6 weeks of the season, after, like, week 8, it really tapers down. Because a lot of the non-sickos and degens like us, they play 1 or 2 teams and their teams suck because they don't watch this channel or other channels. And they're eliminated and they stop tuning into fantasy content. So this is the prime time, starting now, guys. We need to make this happen, make this work. Appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, drafting with us. Again, we're on 4 hours a night, pretty much every night. We're always on here. We're always doing double duty. We do a 2-hour segment usually with a guest before, and then I start a new stream and hop in a drafting, dude. Some drafts. 3 drafts already tonight. No problemo, Anthony. Colson Loveland's still available. I have Trey McBride, so I'm not going to take him. Somebody take Loveland. Oh. He does like it. I like a tight end too, bro. Like, of course. You don't want that 80s mom butt, you know? Well, I don't want to have to take him. I don't want to take Loveland. I'm not going to let him fall. He's 6 picks after ADP at my pick. We'll see if he goes. We'll see if Loveland goes. There goes Burden. I would have loved to have Burden. I don't want to have to take Hendy, dude. I hate Hendy. Especially in a sit and go. Like, give me Hendy in a tournament maybe, but... Man, I'm going to go with Bucky. In a sit and go, I'll take Bucky. Not feeling great about that pick, though. Hetzer with a banger of a receiver room. London, Ibuka, Garrett Wilson, and DJ Moore. The number 2 on Buffalo behind Keon Coleman. I made a funny.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you.
So
because,
good.
you know, we're worried about that. That would be great. Plus, you know, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
Up in 9 picks. I got to take an elite quarterback here because there's going to be nothing left on the board once I get back at other positions. My mouse is sticky right now. Wonder why that is. Drake May off the board to Keith. There goes Lamar. There goes T. Warren. Take the tight ends. I don't need them. Pretty easy money here. Joe Burrow, sit and go, no worries about stacking. Yeah, I think that's why I wanted you to just, I know you already took your second quarterback, and it's hindsight's 2020, but not take Trevor Lawrence. And I think I would have been fine with just Burrow and CJ because, God, CJ Stroud's been so bad in fantasy. It's been, I read the stat earlier this offseason that Anthony Richardson has more top 5 finishes in his career in fantasy than CJ Stroud. Like, Stroud's played 3 times as many games. Like that, and I know Anthony Richardson is, when he hits, and he hits a lot in fantasy, he's always a top 5 quarterback because he averages a rushing touchdown a game. But that's damning, bro. Like, his top 5 percentage finishes, and this is what we want in best ball, is bad. I think it's going to be better this year. But I can't see Stroud finishing a top 12 just because of that defense. It's my worry with Bo Nix a little bit, but it's even more of a worry in Houston because that defense, I think there's a chance that Denver regresses on defense and is a top 10 unit, top 8 unit. I'd be floored if the Texans were not a top 5 defense. Like, that team is just so stacked on all 3 levels. Best pass rush in the NFL, elite, not elite linebackers. That's probably their weakness is linebacker, but their secondary is fucking balling. Dude, Stingley is so good. And what I love about Stingley, I think I would say that Surtain's better than Stingley. But Surtain has to do it all in that defense. He's asked to do a lot more. Stingley can just kind of like float. Like how Allen Iverson used to play defense in the pros and just have all those steals. Stingley is a shutdown corner that will hit you. Love Stingley. They got Reed Blankenship, right? Like they just added to that secondary. So I just, there's no way this defense is not elite, like elite of the elites. God damn it. There goes Stevenson. Very gross. Very gross. Just keep on taking DK Met Bowl. Just keep on taking DK. What I'm going to do, so we're finishing this draft up. I'm going to load up another song because this one's just been on repeat. It's 18 minutes long, but let's load up another track here for y'all. Get rid of some stuff here. Let's see what I have here. I gotta load it up. Shit, it's the wrong computer. Get this up here. 6 picks. Here goes my boy Tucker Kraft. I think I know Peyton. I think that's Dean, right? Dean, you're in this one, right? Up here. In the camera lens. What the hell is that? What do I do with my camera? There we go. All right. Who's loving their team? I got you, Dean. Give me a thumbs up if you like your team. Give me a thumbs down if you hate your team. I am right in between here with that. Don't love it. There we go. We're gonna get real fucking space funky with it. Space funk, dude. My favorite shit to play. I'm gonna get auto drafted here, I think. Well, we're gonna take what we get here at auto draft. Who's it gonna be, guys? I'm an idiot. Let's see what I'm getting here. Auto draft. Give me someone I like. All right, we'll take that. Let's go. Trevor Lawrence after ADP. Worked out nice. Sometimes auto drafting is nice. Done at quarterback now. Burrow and Trevor Lawrence. Cool. I risk fucking my team over to load up a new tune to finish off the stream here. Let's do that. All right. Guys, still only 29 likes. Come on, one more like. Get up to 30. Let's get up to 30. Hetzer hates his running back room. Your running back room? Hetzer has... Running back room's McCaffrey and Dowdle. Bro, I don't hate that at all, man. Not a bad build. You got to just make sure you're done at wide receiver now. Here goes Mr. Jared Goff. Let's see if we can land this plane. Who did I pass on? Harvey, Quorum, Anungai. Take any of these dudes. Holy fuck. Well, I really don't want Jonathan Brooks in a sit and go. Personally, I know what I'm gonna do. I got the answer. I got the answer. It is Rashad White. Let's take Rashad White for our third receiver. We have JSN, McLaurin, and DK Metcalf. We have Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Rashad White, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence with Trey McBride. Gonna be light at receiver for sure on this team. Yeah, why did you reach for Goff? Mouth, can you explain this to me? I need to know. He knows me all too well. That is pick 97. That would be, what, 16 picks of reach? 14 picks of reach? 15 picks of reach on Jared Goff? Explain yourself, Mouth. Mouth says Gibbs, Laporta, Goff. I say it's a sit and go, and stacking matters. Zilch. Zilch in a sit and go. Zilch. Maybe a little bit. Maybe 10%. Not worth it, brother. Not worth it. The same as redraft. Like, redraft, it matters more because at least you have the playoff weeks where you have a one-on-one matchup. This is total points. There's no matchups. So guys are going to get their points however they get them. Stack or no stack. My personal beliefs, of course. With years of experience, I've found out that there is just not worth it. The risk is really high too, because if there's an injury to Jared Goff, for instance, the rest of your players are fucked. Not Gibbs, but no, I don't want that trickle down correlation to tank my team. I'm just going to take the best players available. That's what I do. I know I love Detroit. I'm not going to reach on a guy for a stack though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you took some of the value away from Goff by taking him 97. I still think he's valuable there, so I don't hate the pick. He wasn't falling back to you. That's for sure. Let's see here. We just hit the 4-hour mark on the night, gentlemen. Been a good night, been a fun night. Oh, Wan'Dale Robinson. That is a gross pick, but we got to make it. Sit and go. Just get some bodies in there, catching passes. Guys, tomorrow night, Saturday night, going to be a great night. Big Ray, you saw him in the chat earlier. Big Ray is joining us for a best ball night, just strictly best ball. We'll talk about the Odyssey. We'll talk about a bunch of crazy shit. You know how it goes with Big Ray in the chat. We'll talk about some injuries because he's a doctor. That'll be fun. And then next week is pretty wide open. I'm going to do at least 3 or 4 more segments. As you guys know, I'll do those. We're getting into the nitty-gritty, guys, and we only have about, I want to say, 3 more weeks. A little less than a month of these best ball drafts before I focus on redraft, and I'll be streaming all of my redraft leagues. 35 of them I'm streaming. Count it down. Between 34 and 36. I'm not going to stream a couple of my home leagues. Maybe I'll stream the community leagues. We'll see. We have a couple redrafts. By the way, if you're interested in playing some leagues with us, the community leagues, hop in the community. Play against us. You'll play against Keith. You'll play against Mouth. You'll play against Derek. You'll play against, I don't think Hetzer's in there, but Hetzer, get your ass in there. Max, Anarchy is going to be in one of them. So you're going to play against all the guys you know and love from this channel, as well as myself, some of the co-hosts. I'll be in every single league. We still have the best ball league, too, with 1 spot open. I don't know how that hasn't filled up yet. That's a $50 league. The other ones are $100 leagues. So if you're interested, ask how. It's really easy. Patreon, then I get you in the Discord, and then we have some real stuff going on. A lot of perks, a lot of good people, great time. We need... Ooh, JCM, no. Need wide receivers in the worst way. All right, I'm just going to take Shaheed. Nice pick there with Jalen Coker, Derek. The American Sniper, Chris Kyle. Hits again. How do you feel about Kalen Black and Damon Claiborne in the later rounds? That's such a tough decision. I don't know who it is in San Fran, right? If you ask 10 people, smart people, you'll have 5 people tell you that it's Kalen Black. You'll have 5 people tell you it's Jordan James. But if CMC goes down, yeah, money in the bank, right? Damon Claiborne is in a different situation. He's the number 3. We know he's the number 3 to start the season, but Jordan Mason was actually decent in terms of metrics last year. His film was bad, though. I didn't like his film last year. He disappointed. Aaron Jones is a dinosaur who is super injury prone. Damon Claiborne has a chance to actually carve out a role and not to be the starter, but to become like what Devin A-Chain was in terms of usage as a rookie. That's the appeal on an uptick offense. I prefer Claiborne. If I didn't have any stacks, I'm not worried about any of that, give me Claiborne. But I think the upside is higher. Obviously, the 10% outcome of CMC getting hurt and you picking the right, whether it's Kalen Black, for instance, him being the right handcuff. That's the answer for extreme upside. And that's kind of what we're doing here in best ball. I think Claiborne will be more usable. We'll see. How many years are they going to say, how many years is Kyle Shanahan going to say, we're going to use somebody else? We're going to sit back and not use, McCaffrey 80% of the snaps and 90% of the opportunity share. Well, they had Brian Robinson Jr. there last year, who is a pretty professional, serviceable running back, definitely a nice grinder, and they didn't use him at all. So until I see Kyle Shanahan actually give someone else a competent workload that can actually be like 7 touches a game, I'm going to go with Damon Claiborne. All right. We got, what's up, man? Give me 1 second. I have to make a pick here. Take Mr. Woody Marks. We got Shivam. Did I say it right? Shivam? I'm bad with names, bro, but I remembered it. I'm bad at pronouncing names, apparently. I'm almost as bad as a counselor who calls Bijan Bijan. Shivam. I'm going to go there. All right. I think that's right. So, says LeBron to the 76ers, your guys' thoughts. I'm a Philly guy, by the way. Good music, by the way. Disco Biscuits or maybe Fish. This is actually just me and my boys from the library. I'm a drummer, and I have over 1,000 hours of recordings just off my phone, literally recorded on my phone. So I figured, why not put it to use? I don't want to get copyrighted from putting out other shit. But, dude, Disco Biscuits, fucking underrated as fuck. Dude, LeBron James is going to get a lot of heat for this. It's a lot of heat joining another potential super team now with, Jaylen Brown there. I'm a LeBron guy, so I don't want to get into that whole thing about the backlash. It's awesome for you guys. I was just saying to Derek, I think in the Discord today, we were chatting about it, and it's just funny. He hitched his wagon to Anthony Davis, who couldn't stay healthy. Then Luka comes there. He can't stay healthy. Now he's hitching his wagon, not completely to Joel Embiid because, Maxi's there and got a lot of talent there. But Embiid's getting hurt, guys. Like, look, Embiid always gets hurt. So they're just probably not going to play him in the regular season. And LeBron's going to take, the big minutes because they don't have a lot of bigs there. I'm pretty sure Andre Drummond's gone now, too. What do I do here? I need a receiver. I don't like any of these receivers. Let's take a dip on Omar Cooper. Not a guy I draft a lot. Let's take a little ADP dip on Omar Cooper. I like it. The East is going to be really tough, and the NBA is better when LeBron's in it. People hate him. People love him. ESPN loves this shit, obviously, if they have anyone working there anymore. Good for LeBron. Dude's never going to retire. What a career. I don't care if he's moving teams. Guess what? Karl Malone fucking moved teams at the end of his career. Clyde Drexler joined the Rockets. No one dings him for that shit, so. I'm just excited for LeBron. Like, I thought he should have stayed in LA because they had a chance, but Luka is just not a fun player to play with. And the health stuff did not work out with DeAndre Ayton. Jesus, DeAndre Ayton. Can't believe he was drafted first overall. What a bum. Oh, I missed Jonathan Super. Sorry about that, Jonathan. I was about to wear your shirt today, but I just wore the old trusty just because, LOL. Also, join the Discord, peeps. Jonathan calling it out. Guys, join the community. Appreciate Jonathan. It is the place to be. A lot of awesome, loyal fucking people in there that I love to death. Join the team. Join the party, because it is a party. We always have a party. And it's also just very respectful, awesome people, even though we aren't the most respectful people, if that makes sense, but we respect each other. We don't respect certain people. And I'll give you an example of someone we don't respect. It's right here. This guy right here. We don't respect this guy. King of Pop. Good music for sure. Allegedly, all those things. We know. Also, shout out, and speaking of mugshots, our boy Tony Romo got a DUI. Tony! One of the drunkest pictures. Shooter McGavin had a really good one when he got a DUI, and it's funny. He's like, hey, you know who I am? I played Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore. But Tony Romo had a great day that day, because look at how happy he is. He's smiling. His hair is terrible. The drunkest mugshot ever. We talked about it on the stream earlier. It's a $300 fine in Wisconsin. It's an OWI, operating while intoxicated. Dude, $300 fine, not even a felony. I just told everyone, let's go get drunk in Wisconsin and just drive cars, because apparently, Jonathan, you should do it. You should race cars. They don't punish you at all. You're good, bro. I need a tight end here. Man, what do I need? Let's take my boy. I want to talk to Samson. We'll take Samson. I'll see if a tight end falls back to me. It should. These guys have 2, 1, 2, and 2. So we will see. That is true. You know what? A lot of people said that, and I'm sure they were pretty fun parties. A lot of shady stuff going on there, apparently. I like Tony Romo. You know what? He went to, actually, Tony Romo went to Eastern Illinois, right? That's Ray's alma mater. Now, Ray didn't graduate, but he went there and partied. Ray is a party legend. He went there for 1 year, and he's a party legend at EIU. So, I'm sure Tony Romo was also a party legend. Jimmy Garoppolo went there. Sean Payton went there. A lot of NFL alum went to EIU. Oh, I forgot about this jam. This thing slaps. Sounds like a keyboard, but it's actually a guitar. My dude's a wizard. Well, multiple Super Bowls is a little aggressive, but, dude, Tony Romo had a good career. Just typical Cowboys stuff, just gross when it mattered most. Better quarterback right now. I know it's hard to judge because one's career is not over, but is it, let's go with Dulcich. Is it Tony Romo or Dak Prescott? In their prime, which Dak Prescott's probably a little past his prime, and Tony Romo's out there getting DUI, so he's not playing anymore. Better quarterback for you guys, Tony Romo or Dak Prescott? I think a lot of you guys are going to say Tony Romo, and that's probably the answer. Played in a tougher era as well. I'm not saying it was a tough era, but tougher than now, than the rules now. Ooh, tie. That might be the answer. I think that might be the answer. And it'll probably remain a tie until someone wins a Super Bowl, and it's, we'll see. I still have hope, man. I have hope for Dak and the Cowboys. There's always a chance that Dak goes and pulls a Matt Stafford and plays, finishes his career as Twilight with another franchise. Derek, You were like 48 years old when Tony Romo became the quarterback of the Cowboys, right? So who were you a fan of your first 48 years? Get zinged, bro. Get zinged.
I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
Can't set me up like that, dude. Derek's 51. He's about to be 52. When's your birthday coming up, Derek? Really soon? But still, I mean, you still had to be like an adult, right? I'm fucking with you, brother. You still had to be an adult when Romo took over, you know? Oilers. All right. It's a fucking throwback, dude. I was not even. What year did the Oilers stop? Was it 96 or something? 95, 94, 95 for the Oilers. What year did the Oilers move to Tennessee? Oh, Wednesday. I got to remember this. I'm a little lit, so I'm probably not going to fucking remember, but I'm going to write this in my calendar. I don't really like the team I'm drafting. I'm just kind of drafting players right now. I am quite fried. This is four straight nights of 4+ hours each night with a 5-hour night sprinkled in there. I am fried. I had to choose. Do I want to host a decent show right now or draft a good team? And I think I chose to try. I don't even know if it's a good show, but I'm trying to host a good show. So I think that's what I'm doing. Maybe it's a decent team. I don't even know who I fucking have. Let's read the team. Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, Rashad White, Woody Marks, Dylan Sampson. That's actually a pretty good sit-and-go running back room. JSN, McLaurin, DK, Wandale, Shaheed, Omar Cooper, and Zach Branch. Ugh. Trey McBride and Dalton Schultz. This is a Trey McBride team. Not a bad team. $97. Okay. That makes sense. I should have realized that because the timeline of Castaway, there's that scene where he's talking to my girl. Here, I got to show the girl. When Tom Hanks is talking to Helen Hunt, and she's like, oh, you'll never believe it. Like, we have a football team now, you know, and they went to the Super Bowl. That was 98 when that movie was filmed, so that makes sense. I should have put 2 and 2 together. By the way, hello, Helen. How you doing? You look fucking fabulous, Helen. You look hot. She looks cute, doesn't she? What a cutie pie. We are up next. Okay. Third tight end, not with Trey McBride. No, sir. Man. God, we're just taking shots on bums here. Let's take Malik Washington. Appreciate you, buddy. I think so. They're not always great, but I think we're pretty consistent. Shamrock fucking loves Helen Hunt, bro. He loves Helen Hunt. He's just so excited every time. We try to keep it fresh. I have to put new clips in, so I've been running with a lot of these clips. I get 100 of them, counting graphics. Dude, she never smiles, and it's not like she has bad teeth either. It's very strange. Usually when you see someone they don't smile, they're either very depressed, which that sucks. I hope they get better, or they have bad teeth. And I'm lucky that my wife has one of the greatest smiles ever, dude. This smile is to die for. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's hard to see. It's too small on the screen, but anyway, she's got a great fucking smile. I should actually take the camera into the fucking bedroom. She's sleeping. Bring my laptop. I'm like, hey, the guys want to see your smile. Fucking divorced right there. You're gonna see the first divorce on a live stream in the history of the world. And then all the super chat dollars go to paying her, which is not great. not enough money to pay for what she would probably ask. And she wouldn't be that girl. You know, she's lovely. But, you know, everyone says that until you get divorced and they bleed you dry. So maybe I'll save that for another night. Derek, are my running backs enough? Where are you at, Derek? Derek's got Monty, Stevenson, Harvey, Pacheco, and Charbonnet. Probably, dude. I don't know. You have 8 receivers. Who are your onesies? I love how Derek's asking me questions. We're in the same draft, and you're named Chris Kyle. We nicknamed you Chris Kyle, the American Sniper. Like, you know all, bro. Like, you know more than I do. I'm drafting a worse team than you, I feel like. At least I had the excuse of being distracted and like navigating 3 different screens. And let's see, do we get any? Oh, 12 more subs for 3,000, guys. 12 more for 3,000. We're right on the cusp. We're going to get there by Monday. That's the 5-year birthday. Work my ass off for that. I don't think I need a running back, do I? Not one of these bums. Can I take a week 11? I can. You know what? Let's take Vele. Let's just take a shot on a fucking bum. Yeah. Yeah, we have to like go 2.5 hours into the stream. Oh, you kill me, man. Yeah, I can't do another draft, guys. This is 4.5 hours for literally the 4th straight night. I do love getting the like go, though. 35 likes. Let's go. I do like getting that. That's huge. I took your bum, Vele. Vele was your bum? Torrey Horton was the guy I was going to take. I have too much Torrey Horton in my life, dudes. Guys, send your team to the Discord. After I eat a little bit of grub and take my dogs out, I will grade the teams. I'll send you something on the Discord. You guys can all talk amongst yourself as well on the Discord, like we always do. Appreciate that, Anthony. Yeah, I'll give you guys a rain check tomorrow night. Guess what? We'll do 2 drafts for sure tomorrow, and then probably hit a lot more than that. Josh Jacobs should have been already starting to climb because this news, it's gone. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% that Josh Jacobs is fine, you know, and they didn't bring anyone else in. So, yeah, I think he should climb. Josh Jacobs should be drafted ahead of ETN. That's already started to happen. He should be going in the 3rd round, like mid-3rd to late 3rd round, in my mind. All right, boys, any last comments, questions? Again, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central, we'll be rocking best ball drafts with Big Ray, Dr. Ray. If you don't know who Big Ray is, I'll show you who Big Ray is. He is exactly what his name says. It's Dr. Big Ray.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
All right. Hey, Peanut Punch, what's going on, man? I enjoyed it too. I enjoy all these streams. I have a great time. Before I get off, guys, we're building this thing up. I am working my ass off here, putting in fucking 5-6 hours a day. Sometimes more with watching film, prepping the shows, all this stuff. I do all this on my own. I produce a show. I come up with the content. I'm hosting the show. Got no one helping me besides my co-host, who I just ask to come on and just enjoy themselves, which they do, and also, you know, do a little bit of research. But I don't ask too much from them. I try not to ask too much of you guys, but there's a couple things you can do for me. For one, stay positive, love your life, and respect each other. That's how I end every show. You can definitely do that. But consider joining the community. Get in on this stuff, guys. Ask anyone in here. They will tell you it is the place to be. We offer a lot. It's only $5 to get in the community, and you get all the draft stuff. You get the rankings. A lot of people will sell you that. We're selling you a community. We're selling you a lot of other good perks too. Free merchandise, access to the Discord, like I said. Community fantasy leagues. Come play against me. Come play against all these people in here, all the co-hosts. We're going to have multiple leagues you can join. Guest appearances on the show. Guess what? We have fans on the show. You can join. You can get on the show. You can join us on these streams. Talk about Helen Hunt not smiling. Talk about Tony Romo smiling too much in a DUI photo. Also, You get access to all of us, all the co-hosts, all the community, asking every question. When I'm not on the stream answering questions, I'm on there answering questions and just talking about life and football and all those good things. You get access to the early plays, guys, 96 and 58. You will make way more money with these bets that you will investing in this show. And also, it's a good way to support your boy here and keep the show going 4 hours a night forever. We do this forever. Enjoy themselves how much? A lot. Tony Romo enjoyed himself a lot. But we appreciate you guys even considering it. All the likes, all the subs we got tonight. It was a solid night for subs. Everything else. How much enjoying do the co-hosts do? Oh, they enjoy a lot. I think so. I hope so. No one's quit on me yet. No one's quit on me yet. I'm sure someone will at one point because life will get in the way or something. But you know what? I appreciate everybody, especially the co-hosts, especially you, Mouth, Derek, Hetzer. You know who you guys are, all the people in the community. Guys, professionalfanatics.com. Or just go to the link in the description. $5 a month. Come on, guys. It's nothing. You're also getting in the ground floor. You're an OG. If you get in before August 15th, you're an OG. Prices never go up. You stay in that tier. When I change the tiers around, you stay for forever. And you're also doing a nice thing. You're helping me out, hooking us, all of us up, so we can do this forever, guys. I love you. Love everyone. I sound like a drunk. I love you guys. I want to hug you guys. Maybe I am. You know what? I think I'm just loopy, bro. I have been on here. I think we're already at 20 hours this week. It's I'm just getting loopy here. So tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central, Big Ray. Looking forward to that. Thanks for all the supers. Thanks for the likes, the subs, the comments. You guys are awesome. Positivity, dude. You guys have it in spades. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central. I'm out.
Just seemed like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you wanted to grab a beer, that's all.
I'm glad you called.
We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.
All right, man. You have my number, yeah?
I got you.